I gotta say, half of my experience with this game is just being grabbed like a rag doll, like. Oh. Uh-oh. 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 A little bitch. Everything up the wall. Oh, fuck me, dog. Look, this is gonna be fun. It doesn't like me. This game does not like me. Elden Nightreign, a game by From Software, the game company that either loves you and truly enjoys it when you play their games, or they use their games as a way to relieve their stress by making us seethe. FromSoft truly has this place in my heart, where every time I try to get away from them, I come crawling back like a fool every time they tease anything small. Did I freak out when I saw the FromSoft logo pop up for the first teaser for Elden Ring back then? Yes. Do I wish they fucking released Bloodborne on PC? Yes! Elden Ring, at least for me, is a masterpiece in game design and boss fights. They somehow did the open world with the FromSoft difficulty very, very well. Nothing like running around and suddenly a giant fucking arrow appears out of nowhere. Okay, not completely out of nowhere, you can see them get out, but still, it scared me the first time that happened. If I were to describe Elden Ring as a person, I would describe him as a very dedicated, career-oriented person who works a 9-to-5 job. That somehow also helps the needy when they have the spare time to do so. But somewhere off in the distance is a person who wishes it had Elden Ring success and wishes it had the time, dedication, like they do. And that person is Elden Ring's very depressed nephew, Elden Ring Nightreign. Nightreign is essentially nothing like its base game. It's basically just reuse assets from the base game, but it's now multiplayer with a roguelike boss rush. Emphasis on roguelike. Because unlike normal roguelikes, you don't get stronger each time you play the game. You just get the tools that might help you, like a pretty little rock that can make your starting weapon have fire. Just a little fire, not a lot of fire. No. What you gain is knowledge and the memories and skills and knowledge. Well, you mainly just gain the knowledge on what to do next. I guess this game really doesn't have a set way for you to get stronger per se. It's more like you gotta equip the pretty rocks and the trinkets to get a small buff to help the class you are playing. Those are basically your biggest stat boosters in this game. Main way you get them is by either buying them from a little pot friend or by beating or dying a run. Sometimes you get the big rocks and sometimes you get the ittle bitty rocks that barely do fucking anything. The trinkets you get by doing memory segments that every character has. They start unlocking once you beat the first boss with that character, and they unlock every time you do a run or you beat the boss. Or die. Which you're going to do a lot to the bosses. Speaking of bosses, FromSoft are really funny guys. Like if you want to play the rest of the game, you gotta beat the first boss. No matter what. Regardless if you want to or not. You have no choice but to beat Clifford the big red flaming fucking dog. This triplet bastard is not hard per se, but can be very annoying. In classic FromSoft fashion, all the bosses in this game have a second face, and the second face really wants to remind you that if you waste your time healing earlier, then good fucking luck because you get hit much harder in the second phase. Though I will say, nearly all the bosses and their second phase transitions are gnarly as hell, dude. Even though I kind of complained a little bit. Clifford the red flaming fucking dog, second phase is splitting into 3 other dogs, forcing you to play smart and keep track of every fido. It becomes a trial of pay the fuck attention, mainly because they don't play by normal video game rules where if one enemy attacks you, the others don't do it at the same time. No, they play by FromSoft rules where they all sound the goddamn alarm and all attack you at the same time. I won't lie, this dog took me at least 10 tries before I finally got a good run, but other than that, it's a fun boss fight. A lot of the bosses in this game are just reused bosses from the Dark Souls and Elden Ring base game series, while the final bosses are new and fresh to the game. Each and every final boss has their own unique fighting styles and what they're weak to. They also hate they have frames and will like to shatter your game, regardless if you have the best parts out there. Some bosses are much more fun than the others. Sleepy Time boss was boring to me, while the Dragon but Cropped Weird was fun boss, even though that's the one I liked the game the most. The great thing about this game is regardless of the boss you pick, every character has been assigned with their skills to beat that boss in their own way. What I mean is you can beat the boss no matter what character you pick. You just have to be good. Which is impossible for me. You can beat the game with every single one of them. Every character has their own unique fighting styles along with their own stats, their preferred weapons, which Pretty Rock suits the best. I'm a basic bitch. I like Wilder, a well-balanced character that can use almost every weapon that isn't magic, though he prefers greatswords. And to be honest, to this day I still don't know if dual wielding is better for him, but I still do it anyways, despite it being such a stamina drain and me forgetting that stamina is a very big thing in every FromSoft game. And I tried the magic characters, but I prefer going up to the bosses and kissing them on the cheek and before they ragdoll me like a little chew toy. Revenant, smash their balls. I also like to play Duchess, the most bloodborne character in this game. It's like they do it on purpose, I swear. Her entire gameplay is basically being fast, attack fast, dodge fast, and disappear like my dad. The Undertaker is another character I've been having fun with. The BDSM nun is very bonk heavy and I keep forgetting she can use magic, but who needs magic when you got fucking bonk? The Undertaker is also a character that's new to Nightreign. Very new, as in she just released with the DLC. The DLC comes with 2 new characters and a new boss tied to the new area. New bosses being reused bosses from every Dark Souls and Elden Ring game. I have yet to see my boy Artorias, but then again I can't even survive the first night in this new area. Oh, I guess I forgot to explain how it works. This game is essentially a fast-paced roguelike. It's also got this funny circle that can kill you like every Battle Royale game, but it's not a Battle Royale game. Anyways, the circle shrinks like 3 times after a set amount of time, with the last circle shrink being the battle area for the night that reigns in. Get it? I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you if you didn't like the last area being the boss for the night. And if you beat them, you go into day 2. With day 2, events can happen. Like a snowstorm that can randomly hurt you and make the visibility non-existent. It's basically Silent Hill at that point. What is this game other than sadistic? Because in order to get rid of the big snowstorm or event that's happening, you gotta head to the red area. And then you gotta talk to or hit something or smack something and to get rid of the big ouchies, and you get a reward from a weapon to a permanent buff for the run. Though depending on the boss you're fighting, it can either help or it does absolutely nothing whatsoever. Not gonna lie, kinda lazy right now. So I'm gonna summarize the characters in short phrases that I see them as. Wilder, my boy! Iron Eye can snipe your PP from 40 miles away. Raider, bonk, pillar, in my way. Executioner, executor. Sekiro, but not Sekiro. Revenant, smasher of balls. Guardian, big bird motherfucking flying. Recluse, wizard mommy. Duchess, my dad that disappears. Undertaker, BDSM bonk nun. Scholar, fucking nerd. Now you have an idea how they work. Now that the very detailed explanations of all the characters and their backlore and how they got to where they be, what about the map? The map is interesting. It's the same map, but you get special events. From a lava-filled crater with a secret boss at the very bottom that can upgrade your weapons to legendary status, to a snow-layered mountain with a dragon that appears and disappears just like my dad that appears and disappears, stopping you from reaching the top, with the very peak containing a special power that makes you stronger against ice attacks. Very helpful when you're fighting the Rolling Thunder Dragon, and with the new DLC, an underground layer that's kinda bullshit. Not gonna lie, this place is annoying. From a castle that halves your health in half to terrain that, if you don't plan ahead, can utterly fuck up your shit. The amount of runs I've lost because we took the wrong path is crazy. One wrong path and you're in the storm and dying, and you gotta heal to keep you from dying, but you gotta save the heals for the boss fight because if you don't play perfect and then get hit, well, guess what? The network connection will like have a word in. The lag in this game can sometimes hit like a fucking truck, from internet lag to frames lag. The storm I talked about earlier, that storm likes to drop your frames by like 20 frames. And that's bad for a game that's stuck in 60 frames. I don't know if you can dodge the storm hills, but the internet lag combined with the frame drops just makes it annoying to deal with. It just feels like this game likes to work against you. It's ambition and what it wants to do, but the engine it runs on fucking does not want to play ball. This game has so many unique gameplay features, from cool animations, dazzling effects, amazing environments. It has all these nice things, but the engine does not want to play ball. I even tried lowering my graphics settings thinking that was the problem, but it still lags regardless if I'm on low or on high. And also maybe it's just me, but it feels like sometimes I press the button and they can have this weird delay. Like it's a delay that even I noticed it. Same with the enemies. I hit them, delay, then I get hit with no delay, then I hit them, delay, and they die. They got the service from Nintendo apparently. What the fuck? Look, this game is not perfect. It's got the scuff, which is rare from a FromSoft game. They sometimes have scuff in their games, but they usually fix it. This game has been out for a while, and the scuff is still there despite the supposed fixes. It's got ideas, but the ideas are very limited by the engine and network connections. Man, I've just been rambling about the bad stuff. Let's talk about the fun stuff. The characters are super fun and unique. Their gameplay styles are just so different from each other that it's fun to keep playing. Also, their own unique animations with their preferred weapons is also such a nice touch. Revenant, crush their balls. The map changes every few runs, so it helps to keep it fresh and not running into the same problem of repetition. The bosses is what sets FromSoft different from the other games. If the bosses aren't fun, the game suffers from it. And almost all the bosses, despite being reused, are very fun. Reused, but reworked to make it work in the game, and it works very well. The final bosses are the creme of the top, except for, you know, Sleepy Time Slug. You gotta smack its worms to make it go like light a ball to hurt the boss. And sometimes it has this ball of death, and if you don't get rid of it, well, there goes the run. I don't like Slug, it's annoying. Also, don't play this game if you're scared of bugs and don't like spiders in particular. It's got this giant spider from Dark Souls 2, and I know people that would pass out if they saw it. I didn't even mention the Everdark Sovereign version of these bosses, which are just reworks of the last boss, but they hate you a lot more. Like, they despise you more. Though I will say, despite it being very difficult, the Everdark versions are very, very fun. Even though I have yet to beat the Everdark version of Clifford. He is very difficult. Fight me. Okay, other than that, if you like the Souls games and want a fast-paced stress with network connections, try it out. I'm a fanboy. I'll buy FromSoft games like a good little company bootlegger that I am. Anyway, see ya.